toss out wide to Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Watch 16, watch 16. Gun!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Detroit! Hot!
So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Get out. Hey. Let's go 47.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
2nd down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitch, complete. It's Spencer. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's the way you fly to the ball. Good job, baby.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
47.
Prescott on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here go 46. 46.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Running right, here's Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
It's coming now.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Prescott now on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Hey, 47. We're going to 54. Why? Wait,
third and short yardage. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. James has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sanders shaking and baking. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Prescott. Caught left side by Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Check, Patriot!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll drop the throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Count. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. It's caught by Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There we go. Wide angle. 57
From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And the Panthers in for the score. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano out to kick this one away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Hey, 47.
Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
26.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 yards there at a first down.
Here go 46. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
We're going to 54. Why here? Here we go 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
26.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go! Let's go! Interception, baby! Let's go!
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Room to run past midfield. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 47. Let's go, let's finish now. 26.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Carolina getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
I know you feel that.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
So we're going to 54. Why is 22. 26.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Wide, ain't it? Swing to the pit, right. To the right. 26. 26.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's go, let's finish now. Here we go.
Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualty.
And this will be caught at the 30. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to win the football game. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A road win, and in the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.